ever seen.
But Taki, I can't see a thing. You can't be staring at the door. Your basement is staring in the direction you took. You practiced what you found yesterday. And it's the greatest archaeological discovery ever. But why do we have to look for it in the dark? Because Dr. Gray and Dr. Wilkins probably wouldn't let us look around in their digs when they do a great discovery. Besides, it's a good business. This is a show, you know. What was that?
I don't know, but it's not funny.
Who's laughing?
Boo! Ah! Hello, kids. My name's Lucy. What's yours?
Ah!
Kind of jumpy, aren't you guys? What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a real fossil before?
Ah!
Good grief. Look, I've been lying around here for 3 million years. I've got calcium deposits older than the two of you. Can't we just be friends?
But you're a skeleton.
Well, we've got a smart one here. Is that your final answer? Or do you want to use a lifeline?
But skeletons can't talk, can they?
Duh. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Am I talking or not? Wait till I decide to sing, buddy. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Wow.
In a way, all fossils can talk. By studying us, you can tell a whole lot about the world a long time ago.
I know that studying history is a good way to learn about where we came from, where we are, and where we are going.
Now you're talking. I'm Lucy. Charmed, I'm sure. Now come on. Let my friends and me share a little what has happened in the world since I lay down here so long ago.
Weird. Totally weird.
Yeah.
baseball. But there is still a lot about them we can learn from the past.
What are those people over there, Lucy?
Ah, good question, Tut. Those are Sumerians from the land of Mesopotamia. What you're looking at is pretty typical for 3000 BC. That guy is the famous Gilgamesh.
People, work with me now. We have to work together.
Who died and made him king?
I heard that. Now look, it's 110 degrees outside. This place is dry as a desert.
Sir.
What is it, Enkidu, my bad friend and servant? Okay, so it is a desert. But if we just work together a little bit, we can create one of the first greatest civilizations that will last for thousands of years. Well put, Enkidu. Well put.
Thank you, sir.
Now look, we've got rivers on both sides of this plain. And what are they called?
Rivers!
I know that, but what are their names?
The Tigris and Euphrates.
A+. They've allowed our production of farm goods to go way up. So what's the problem?
The problem, sir, is that we need a more efficient way to transport goods to the market.
Right you are, Enkidu. Well, who's got suggestions?
Sir, if I might suggest, I've been working on a small round invention that I think might have great possibilities.
I can't see it myself. But let's give it a good try. What's next?
Well, sir, I've been working on a system of currency that I think might help us keep track of what we trade and what we owe.
A capital idea. Write it down.
Write it down, sir?
Figure it out, Enkidu. I can't do everything myself. I'm so proud of you all. At this rate, we should be able to have a great civilization that lasts for thousands of years between our own two beautiful rivers.
for as early as 5000 BC. Archaeologists have even found evidence of great cities and a complex civilization from as early as 3500 BC. The Mesopotamian plain gave rise to one of the first great civilizations, and it all happened in the land between two rivers.
What do we get to see next, Lucy?
Yeah, I never knew history could be so alive.
Alive? Well, we'll see about that. Listen up. Here comes King Zoser of Egypt and his trusted servant Imhotep.
Wow, they look good considering they lived 4,000 years ago.
King Zoser, the greatest scars.
I've got no grain.
The fruit has all dried up.
Look at my fruit, it's completely dried up.
People are so desperate they are robbing their neighbors.
Hey, look over there.
Children are crying and old people are as sad as can be. What are we gonna do?
I know, build me a pyramid. But first, I must learn the name of the god of the Nile. Then we can offer sacrifices to that god and he'll help us. Everybody, go to sleep at once.
I am Canaan. That's K-H-N-U-M. The H is silent. I know the river Nile. When it covers the fields, it gives them life. Now the Nile will flow over the land without stopping. Plants will grow, bowing down with fruits. The years of starvation will be over. Thank you and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, I had a marvelous and rather brief dream. The name of the god of the Nile is Canaan. That's K-H, oh never mind. We must offer him gifts. The years of hunger have ended. Now we can build a great Egyptian civilization that will last for generations to come. I know you're all hungry, but first things first, we must build a giant pyramid which shall be my tomb.
There I was, just as sitting by the Nile. Long came a pharaoh, and he stayed in your flag. To build a pyramid clear to the sky, so I have a place to find me done if I shall ever die. In my tomb, in my tomb.
Got to get ready for the afterlife. I'd like to take some guards along in my newest watch. Now I'll have to have some fruit, but I won't need a cup. Put my juice drinks it on.
In my tomb, in my I like a lot of jewelry, and if I had a boat, put me in a mask and don't forget a rope. Bury me with gold and a million candlesticks. They can learn a lot about me with their hieroglyphics. In my tomb, in my tomb, in my tomb. for like 3,000 years.
Well, not the entire Earth, Taki, but they really were an amazing civilization.
What else was going on at that time that was as exciting as building pyramids?
Tut, little Tut. Very good question. And to help me answer it, let me introduce you to my very wise and good friend, Confucius.
Confucius says, "Good afternoon, young and curious friends of the era still to come."
Good afternoon, sir.
Confucius says, "Since you asked, I might inform you that at the same moment that Egypt was flourishing, we of the East were creating dynasties of our own." Confucius says, "I heard that."
Confucius was a brilliant teacher some 2,500 years ago. And he's right. While Egypt flourished in the West, India and dynasties of China thrived in the East.
Confucius says, "Riches and honors are what everyone desires, but if they can only be gained by doing evil, they must not be held." Confucius says, "Don't worry that no one knows you, but seek to be worthy of being known." Confucius says, what you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. Sound familiar? Individually, we are so fragile, but woven together, we make a powerful tapestry. We take the silk as a gift to us. We make a fine tapestry. This is the structure by us. This is the fine dynasty. Take on
Well, what's the new play about anyway?
Greece will be around for thousands of years after we're all dead.
Sounds interesting.
It is interesting.
How about the Odyssey?
Beat me to it.
How about Grease, the musical?
It will never fly.
What'd you say?
I like it.
There are so many gloomy things that we got from the Greeks. Comedy and tragedy and even words we speak. I could tell you all of them, but it would take a week. And though it may seem absurd, Greece is the word.
Not to mention expanding to one of the most powerful empires that ever existed. Why, you can still see signs of ancient Rome as far away as Morocco, Iraq, and even England.
I remember, weren't the Romans the first to try a real republic?
Wow, was right. And legend has it all started with twin brothers and their dream to build a city.
No, I'm telling you, Romulus, I had a dream. There are 6 vultures flying over the exact spot where we should build our city.
No, Rubens, in my dream I saw 12 vultures flying over the exact spot where we were found as babies and raised by that terrible wolf. 12 is bigger than 6, so that's where we should build the city.
6 is no one of the gods.
12 is of a girl.
6.
12.
6.
12.
I'm telling Mom.
What does she care for the feet? What does she care? She's a wolf for Pete's sake. Now I must kill. Now I call it wrong. Hey, Romulus, how's Rome coming along?
Yeah, Romulus, I heard you're having problems with your aqueducts.
No, guys. It can't be built in a day. No need to be snippy, Romulus.
I just hope it's ready for Caesar's big bash on Saturday night.
Oh, rats, I forgot all about the big party and I have nothing to wear.
No worries, Roman number 1. Word is out that dresses, white togas, and you're all set.
Togas? Great, I have a linen closet full of them.
Then what are you waiting for? Let's go.
Come on, everybody. Can't you feel the beat? Grab a shot and have some fun. Toga party tonight. Here's your invitation. Dress to meet the heat. Never sleep at 9 and 8. Toga party tonight. Oh yeah. Toga party tonight. Everyone will have some fun. Toga party tonight. In the rain or in the sun. Toga party tonight. We won't wait till everyone. Toga party tonight. Dance around one more than none. Toga party tonight. Toga party.
Such an amazing adventure, Lucy. I feel like we've learned so much.
No kidding. My brain can't hold another thing. The great thing about studying the past is that you can learn so much about who we are and who we may become. That means...
At this moment, when they said what we are to become, I'd ask the 5th graders to think about what job they're going to have in the past. So Mrs. Bonger's girls and whoever is in this show today, this morning show, will come here. And how about all the people that were in the show today from the boys' side? They're going to come up and tell you what they're going to be when they grow up. And maybe in 8 years or so, we'll find out if they really did it. So just wait right here on the floor so you can take your turn without talking. Thank you, audience, for being so patient. All right, here we go. What are you going to be when you grow up? Go.
A marine biologist, teacher,
A doctor.
a fashion designer,
I want to be a nurse.
professional dancer,
A professional soccer player.
a music teacher,
Professional hockey player. An astronaut.
Astrologist and astronaut.
Engineer. Chef. Soccer player.
doctor,
Chef.
Police officer.
a teacher,
National football player.
a black history teacher,
National football player. A cop. Professional lacrosse. A cheer coach. Professional football player. Doctor.
a nurse,
A singer and artist.
I hope you had fast ears. Did you hear all those? Okay.
Doesn't it make you feel very, very small and insignificant, Lucy?
Not really, Taki. It just makes me feel a part of something bigger than myself. It makes me realize that anything anybody ever did before me changed the world for me.
It means that whatever we do will change the world for whoever follows us.
That's awesome.
We matter.
We matter. So here's to the past, both big and small.
And here's the future for one and all.
I don't think this is really going to work.
in ancient Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia, if you're in ancient Mesopotamia, stand up. I'm going to cheat. All right, ancient Mesopotamia. The next skip was, after ancient Mesopotamia, what was it, students? Egypt. Stand up, Egypt. Empires of the East. Okay, in Egypt we had some awesome pyramid builders. Egypt, stand up, pyramid builders. We also had some pretty scary mummies. A big thank you to Ojas and Tanya for wearing their beautiful clothes from India. Let's hear it for them. Greece. If you are in Greece is the word. Stand up. Some of us will. Ancient Rome. Ancient Rome. No students were harmed in the killing with the rockets. All good. And the future, we had everybody. I had a lot of extra help. Students came in. This show was truly outstanding. If you look at the scenery that you saw, that was all student created. We had some awesome people. If anybody helped with drawing of the scenery and painting of the scenery, please stand up. Aren't they great? I truly think that the Colosseum was built in a day because Nakunj drew it, so that was amazing. All right, get up here, Taki and Lucy. When I said, you have to memorize your lines, they said, what? And I said, you have to memorize your lines, and didn't they do an outstanding job? Now, in addition to all of the scenery, if you helped out in any shape or form with the costuming, we pinned many, many millions of bones. So stand up if you helped out with pinning of bones. And a big shout out to my husband because at 10 o'clock one night we were pinning bones. So never did he ever think we were pinning bones. A lot of students gave up their recess, taking recess away from a 5th grader. What? They came in, they helped me. Special thanks to my sound and techie guys and lighting. They made it happen. Let's hear it for sound and techie guys. Lights and gong. And Mia, I stole out right at school, after school. I said, hey, do you want to help me? And she did, and we stayed a few hours when she was here to help. So Mia, thank you so much. Lily Wilds and her pack of flower makers. If you notice, we had some 3-dimensional flowers up on stage. Those were awesome. Thank you, Lily. Ross and Bridget. Oh gosh, I know I'm forgetting someone. Painting. Oh, our scenery changers. I appreciate their help, parents. You've done a great job. Hopefully they will remember about these ancient civilizations. From my point of view, students, you were excellent as an audience, so I appreciate it. After kindergarten, 2nd grade.
Whoa, it's dark in here. This is scary. There it is. This way, Tut. I'm telling you, this is the best thing you've ever seen.
But Taki, I can't see a thing. Ethiopia is scary in the dark.
Your basement is staring the W time. Come, check out what we found yesterday. This might be the greatest archaeological discovery ever. Why do you have to look for the dark? Because Dr. Gray and Dr. Johnson probably don't like us poking around in their dig before they announce their discovery. Besides, it's spookier this way. This is a show, you know. What was that? Bones, Ted. Bones. And what's the best part of dating? They're more than 3 million years old. Wow, 3 million years old? That makes them one of the oldest skeletons ever found. Can I touch it? I don't know if that's a good idea. What was that? I don't know, but it's not funny. Who's laughing?
Boo! Hello, kids. My name is Lucy. What's yours? Why did jump shark, you guys? What's the matter? Haven't you ever seen a real fossil before? Good grief. Look, I've been lying around here for 3 million years. I've got calcium deposits older than the two of you. Can't we just be friends?
But you're a skeleton.
Boy, we've got a smart one here. Is that your final answer, or do you want to use a lifeline?
But skeletons can't talk. Can they?
Duh! Well, I don't know. Let's see. Am I talking or not? Wait till I decide to sing, buddy. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Wow.
In a way, all fossils can talk. By studying us, you can tell a whole lot about things that happened in the world a long time ago.
I know studying history is a good way to learn where we came from, where we are, and where we're going.
Now you're talking. I'm Lucy.
And I'm Ted.
Charmed, I'm sure. Now let my friends and me show you a little what has happened in the world since I lay down here so long ago.
Weird. Totally weird.
If you really want to know, pay Wow, Lucy, those are some interesting friends you have there.
Well, what do you expect, Talkie?
Most of them have hits the size of a baseball.
But there is still a lot we can learn from them about the past. Ah, good question, Tut. Those are the Sumerians from the land of Mesopotamia. What you're looking at there is pretty typical for 3000 BC. That guy is the famous Gilgamesh.
People, work with me now. We've got to work together.
Who died and made anything?
I've heard that. And I know all of you are used to working independently and getting along just fine. But it's 110 degrees, and this land is as dry as a desert.
Sir.
What is it, Enkidu, my valiant friend and servant? Okay, so maybe it is a desert, but I believe if we work together, we can survive and create one of the first great civilizations.
Gilgamesh is right, everybody. Working together, we can make sure nobody messes with Mesopotamia.
Well put, Enkidu, well put.
Thank you, sir.
We've got 2 rivers on both sides of this land. What are they called? Rivers! I know that, but what are the names of these 2 rivers?
The Tigris and the Euphrates.
A+. They've allowed our farm goods to go way up. So what's the problem?
The problem, sir, is that we need a more efficient way to transport goods to the market.
Right you are, Enkidu, right you are. So who's got a suggestion?
Sir, if I have a suggestion, I've been working on a small, rounded invention that I think might have great possibilities.
I can't see it myself, but sure, why not? Give it a try. What's next?
Well, sir, I've been working on a system of currency that I think might help us keep track of what we trade and what we owe.
Capital idea. Write it down.
Write it down.
Write it down, sir?
Figure it out, Enkidu. I can't do everything myself. I'm so proud of you all. At this rate, we should be able to create one of the first great civilizations in the last thousands of years, right between our own 2 beautiful rivers.
Rivers flow, makes things grow, living through all kinds of weather. We all know the seeds we sow are bringing the people together. 2 rivers, many people come together on the land. One vision, all people. The land between 2 rivers is our home. Day by day, year by year, living the land like no other. Never stop, never fear. Build for your sister and brother. 2 rivers, many people come together on the land. One vision, all people. The land between 2 rivers is our home.
In the land between 2 rivers, the creative and intelligent Sumerians built farming villages and irrigation systems from as early as 5000 BC. Archaeologists have even found evidence of great cities from as early as 3500 BC. In the Mesopotamian plain gave rise to one of the first great civilizations, and it all happened in the land between 2 rivers.
The land between 2 rivers is our home. Between 2 rivers, many people come together on the land. One vision, all people. The land between 2 rivers is our home.
like to see next, Lucy?
Yeah, I never knew that history could be so alive.
Alive? Well, we'll see about that. Listen up. Here comes King Zoser of Egypt and his trusted servant Imhotep.
Wow, they look pretty good considering they lived 4,000 years ago.
King Zoser, grain is scarce.
I've got no grain.
The fruit has all dried up.
Look at my fruit. It's completely dried up.
People are so desperate that they're robbing their neighbors.
Hey, look over there.
Children are crying and old people are as sad as can be. What are we going to do?
I know. Build me a pyramid. But first, I must learn the name of the god of the Nile. Then we can offer sacrifices to him and he will help us. Everybody, go to sleep at once. The name of the god of the Nile is Canaan. That's K-H, or never mind. We must offer him gifts. The years of hunger have ended. Now we can build the great Egyptian civilization that people will talk about for generations to come. I know you're hungry, but first things first. We will start with a giant pyramid that shall be my tomb.
Clear up to the sky, so I have a place to lie me down if ever should I die in my tomb.
Got to get ready for the afterlife. I'd like to take some guards along and my newest wife. Now I'll need to have some food, but I will need a car, put my drinks in an urn and my organs in a jar. In my tomb.
I'd like a lot of jewelry, and if I have a boat, put me in a mast and don't forget a boat. Bury me with gold and a million candlesticks. They can learn a lot about me with their hieroglyphics. In my tomb. In my tomb. In my tomb.
Gee, I never realized that ancient Egypt dominated the earth for like 3,000 years.
Well, not the entire Earth, Taki, but they really were an amazing civilization.
What could possibly be as exciting as building pyramids?
Tut tut!
that, Lil Tut. Very good question. And to help me answer it, let me introduce you to my good and very wise friend, Confucius.
Confucius says, "Good afternoon, young and curious friends of eras still to come."
Good afternoon, sir.
Confucius says, "Since you asked, I might inform you that at the same moment Egypt was flourishing, we of the East were creating dynasties of our own."
Does he always talk that way?
Confucius says, "I heard that."
Confucius was a brilliant teacher some 2,500 years ago. And he's right. While Egypt flourished in the West, India and the dynasties of China were thriving in the East.
Confucius says, "Riches and honors are what everyone desires, but if they can only be gained by doing evil, they must not be held." Confucius says, "Don't worry that no one knows you, but seek to be worthy of being known." Confucius says, "What you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others." Sound familiar? Confucius says, "Like threads of silk, individually we are so fragile, but when woven together, we make a powerful tapestry." Confucius says, "Welcome to our dynasty."
Listen
please, one more time with feeling.
We are the chorus of ancient Greece. We have to come together, so we practice for weeks. Listen very carefully, for when we speak, we will tell you all about the ancient Greeks.
Philocrates, how's the play going?
Terrible, just terrible, Herodotus. The play festival in Athens is less than a week away, and I can't get this course to work together for anything.
What's the play even about?
It's supposed to be all about the wonderful things of Greece. That will be around thousands of years after we are all dead and gone.
Sounds interesting.
It is interesting, but I can't seem to come up with the right hook to tie it all together.
How about the Odyssey?
No, Homer beat me to it.
What about Grease the musical?
It'll never fly.
How about Greece is the word?
That's it.
Glad you thought of it.
There are so many groovy things that we got from the Greeks. Comedy and tragedy and even words we speak. I could tell you all of them, but it would take a week. And all the witnessing observe, Greece is the word.
What is in the Acropolis and what's a Grecian urn? Everything is Greece to me, so Greece is my concern. Why don't you take a turn for Greece is the word? Aye, 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 everybody dance. Aye, 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 come and take a chance. Aye, 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 stand and clap your hands. Do the Grecian dance along with me. Promenades and the first democracy. Not to mention baklava and even botany. Architects and anthropologists speak and take a lead. I think this place to see. Greece is the word. Science even really has a very much to learn. What is in Acropolis and what's a Grecian urn? Everything is Greece to me, so Greece is my concern. Why don't you take a turn for Greece is the word? Aye, 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 everybody dance. Aye, 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 come and take a chance. Aye, 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 stand and clap your hands. Do the Grecian dance along with me. Aye, 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 everybody dance. Aye, 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 come and take a chance. Aye, 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 stand and clap your hands. Do the Grecian dance along with me. Aye, 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 everybody dance. Aye, 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 come and take a chance. Aye, 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 stand and clap your hands. Do the Grecian dance along with me. Do the Grecian dance along with me. Do the Grecian dance along with me. Oh wow!
Gee, I never realized that ancient Greece had such a lasting effect on the world.
No kidding. My brain can't hold another thing. This is just great when you see no bones about it. Get it? No bones about it?
I get it, kid. You're right, Taki. Greece did have a huge impact on the world, as did the ancient Romans.
Oh, I remember. They were the first to try a real republic.
Not to mention expanding to one of the most powerful empires that ever existed. Why, you can still see signs of ancient Rome as far away as Morocco, Iraq, and even England.
Wow.
dream to build a city.
No, Romulus, I'm telling you, I had a dream. And in this dream I saw 6 vultures flying over the exact spot where we should build a city.
No, Remus, I too had a dream, and in my dream I saw 12 vultures flying over the exact spot where we were found as babies raised by that wolf. So that's where we should build the city.
12, no, 6. 6 is no one from the closet. The spot I chose is right.
12 is a bigger omen.
6!
12!
6!
12!
I'm telling Mom!
What does she care, for Pete's sake? She's a wolf. Now, matter of fact, I must kill you with this rock.
Hey, Romulus, how's Rome coming along?
Yeah, but I'm sure we had a problem with your aqueducts. Look, guys, it can't be built in a day, you know.
Don't need to be snippy, Romulus.
I told him we should do that on Saturday night.
Oh, rats, I forgot all about the big party and nothing to wear.
Don't worry, Lord Ron. The word is out. Word out. Dress in white toga, so you're all set.
Toga's great. I've got a linen closet full of them.
Ben, what are we eating for? Let's go.
Come on, everybody, let's do feel pretty. Grab a chalk and have some fun. Toga party tonight. Here's your invitation. Dress to meet the heat. Get a shoot and nothing neat. Toga party tonight. Oh yeah, toga party tonight. Everyone will have some fun. Toga party tonight. In the rain or in the sun. Toga party tonight. We will wait till everyone. Toga party tonight. Hops around the parking lot. Toga party tonight. Gotta get toga and head for the party tonight. Toga party, here's Saratoga, everything's gonna be alright. Toga party, you really ought to see 'em down at the Coliseum. Toga party tonight. Everyone will have some fun. Toga party tonight. In the rain or in the sun. Toga party tonight. In the rain till everyone. Toga party tonight. House around the pavilion. Toga party tonight. Toga party, 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 toga party. You really ought to see 'em down at the Coliseum. Toga party tonight. Toga party tonight. Toga party tonight. Toga party tonight. Party tonight.
Well, that's probably about enough for one day, guys. These old bones are aching and needing a rest.
This has been such an amazing adventure, Lucy. I felt like we learned so much.
Yeah, no kidding. My brain can't hold another thing. The great thing about studying the past is that we can learn so much about where we came from, who we are, and who we might become.
Doesn't it make you feel very, very small and insignificant, Lucy?
Yes, it does. Wait, I thought it'd be cool to have a little blooper in here. I think it would be important for us, since we're talking about the future, that our students tell you what they want to be when they grow up. We started here in the past, and what are they going to be when they grow up? So if you, this morning, if you guys would scooch back, you guys can tell yours first. I want the students that did not get to say their career of choice for the future. Do you see how slow I'm talking? This is how your parents, your families want to know what you want to be when you grow up. So if you did not get a chance to tell this morning, don't run on stage, just walk on, and you're going to tell us what you want to be when you grow up. And then in about 8 years, we're going to watch this live stream and say, they really did become a doctor. All right? So if you did not get a chance, you can start making a line, but you don't need to be on the stage. Just make a line and come on up. You guys go first. Nice and slow and not talking. Shh. Boys, not talking. Shh.
I want to be an Olympic all-around gymnast.
I want to be a businessman or an aeronautical engineer.
I want to be an artist.
I want to be an NBA player.
I want to be a gymnastics coach.
I want to be an NFL
I want
player.
to be a veterinarian. I want to be a hairstylist.
I want to be an enjoyer.
I want to be an editor.
I want to be an NFL player.
I want to be a vet.
I want to be a lawyer.
I want to be a professional hockey player.
I want to be a fashion designer. I want to be a famous basketball player. I want to be an NBA player. I want to make robots and make my own video game. I want to be a professional soccer player.
I want to be a doctor.
I want to be a pro dirt bike rider.
I want to be a software engineer.
I want to be a lawyer.
I want to be a doctor or nurse.
I want to be a lacrosse player.
I want to be a shooter. I want to be a pastor.
I want to be a vet. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a national football player.
Soccer player.
I want to be a chef. I'd love to be an architect. I want to be a scientist. I want to be an astronaut.
Not really talky. It just makes me feel a part of something bigger than myself. It makes me realize that anything anybody ever did before me changed the world for me.
That means that whatever we do will change the world for the people who follow us.
That's awesome.
We matter.
So here's to the past, both big and small.
And here's to the future for one and all.
I really do not know if this is going to work.
Here's to the future. Here's to the past. Here's to the memories. We pray they'll last. We keep on moving, and as we grow, here's to the future, and on we go. To tomorrow, here's to today. Through joy or sorrow, we'll be okay. We keep on dreaming, and as we go, here's to tomorrow. Dreams do come true.
you there, Mia. All right, I would like all of the 5th graders to stand up and take a bow. While I have them up here, I want to say congratulations to all these wonderful skeletons. Let's hear it for our skeletons. Okay, everybody sit down. If you were in the early Mesopotamian skit, please stand up. Early Mesopotamian. All right, our next skit, someone stole my book. One of you is in trouble, you stole my book. Thanks, Jen. All right, next skit is, you guys should know, Egypt. Stand up if you're in the Egypt skit. A special shout out to our pyramid builders. A special shout out for our mummies. Alright, after that, empires of the East. Confucius. I would also like to thank Tanya for wearing her beautiful Indian outfit today. After that, we had Greece. Greece stand up. Ancient Rome. No students were harmed in the killing of the rock. We were all good. Alright. Also, I would like to say thank you to our awesome soloist in Here's to the Future. Stand up soloists. I couldn't have done this without the collaboration of our whole staff. You know, they say it takes a village to raise a child, and I really had lots of help. That's why I said Ubuntu. I am because we are. If you'll notice, all of the scenery behind you was self-created by students. Rome was drawn in a day, the Roman Colosseum by Nikunj. Where are you? Oh, and we forgot to announce you guys, our fabulous Tut and Taki and Lucy. Very good. When I said they had to memorize these lines, they said, what? Memorize it? Oh, you gotta memorize your lines. And they did a fabulous job. Thank you for your tour. Bravo. If you helped with any of the creation of our scenery, stand up. Again, all student created, all student inspired. Choreography was all created by our students. So Bridget and Lily, they helped create the skeleton dance. Tanya and Celine, our pyramid builders dance. I just told the mummies to act crazy, and they did that. Yay, mummies. All of the costumes and everything took a lot of time, and I couldn't have done it without all the help of our students pinning and all of these bones. There's like 8 times 2. There's a ton of bones to sew on. So all of my student helpers, please stand up if you helped pin on bones. Harmony, thanks for pinning on our mummy hats. And my husband, thank you for 10 o'clock at night helping me sew bones. So thank you. Thank you. Never did you better. Also, some students stayed. If they came in for recess and helped me, 5th graders, they came in from recess and during their intervention time to help me out. So students, if you helped in any way in this production, stand up. I stole Mia school care. She stayed and helped me move bags last night into the classroom so they could help. So thank you, Mia. And I couldn't do without my sound and my light guys. So sound and light guys, give a big wave. We have Ben on the lights and the gong, and my scenery helpers. Thank you, Charlie and Matthew. Stand up and take it out. All right. B4 students, thank you, audience. Students, you were great. You were good listeners. I hope you learned about ancient civilizations.